Here's the thing that FRC taught me, and that I can't stop thinking about, is that your body is constantly turning over cells all the time, and that means that everybody can improve. Everybody can improve. You just have to give the right signals to those cells to tell them what to do. So whenever I see somebody limping or I see somebody dealing with something, I hope that they are working on it, because whenever I see people in jiu-jitsu and they say, oh, my knee hurts, and I ask them what are they doing to make it better, usually the answer is no, or it's something passive like stretching. Force is the language of cells, and it's going to be, movement is what we say. Right, and that's a really quoted thing by Cited for a reason. And you give the right inputs, you give the right force inputs, and this body is going to adapt. That happens no matter what you're doing. Your body's adapting constantly. Just it's not going to make long-term adaptations or changes if you're not giving really consistent inputs. So one of my favorite Cited things as well from the seminar was to say, when you're telling clients like, oh, how often should I be doing this? Or how often should I be doing that? Instead of saying, oh, you should do it twice a week, or you should do it 3 times a week, you should say, quit your job and do this all day. And then maybe, just maybe, the client is going to do enough or understand enough how much they're going to have to work to make their body change. If you're doing 15 minutes or 20 minutes a day of working on your goals, then you're not going to get the same results. They are countered by you doing something that is contrary to that all day. So, for example, if you are working on your hip pain, but you keep doing things that hurt your hip, your results are not going to be as good, because you're just jamming your finger into the wound over and over and over again. Even though you're putting Neosporin on that sucker, you keep jamming your hand into the wound, it's probably not going to get better, right? Other thing that we could say is that if you're trying to make an adaptation in your body and you spend a little bit of time on it, but then you sit in a position that's contrary to what you want, what do you think is going to have the greater effect and create the greater adaptation, or at least not change? Because you've probably already created the adaptation, and you're trying to undo that now. So it's going to have to do both sides of it, and that really matters. So please, go right ahead, do whatever you want to do, because I can't force you to do anything. So do whatever you want to do. Make whatever makes you happy. If it makes you happier to do the things that hurt you, like seriously, I'm not kidding, I'm not being facetious here. If it makes you happier to do the things that hurt you, then to stop those things long enough to fix it, then keep doing those things. Do what makes you happy, and that's going to make you happier for now. Just have some educated information on what you're doing. And I love talking to Moses Bernard, is a great FRC guy if you want to follow him. And he says, whenever he's working with clients, he makes sure to talk to them about, okay, let's figure out a way that you can keep doing the things that you love. You have to adapt it in some way. Maybe we've got to do a box squat to the level that your hip pinch isn't. Or maybe you have to do something a little bit modified, make you a better runner. And the goal of any practitioner should always be to get people back to doing what they love and what they do, what they want to do, right? There'd never be, just don't do that thing anymore, okay? So that's what FRC people do. Go check out Chirofusion Utah's latest post. Just understand it's going to take work, and it's going to take a balance that is in the favor of the adaptation that you're trying to create. So, all right, go forth and do stuff. Be happy. Love you.